Coach, can you just kind of talk about the challenge that your linebackers will have trying to keep Khalil Tate in check this weekend?
Well, him and among others, they got a real good running back in J.J. Taylor and obviously Khalil Tate. So we just have to be sound, and we got to play with good leverage and play to our help. That's the biggest thing is there's going to be tackles in space. We got to understand what our leverage is, where our help is, and make sure that we make two-on-one tackles rather than try to always make one-on-one tackles.
Now that you've kind of had time to look over the tape, how did you feel that the defense contained, Ty Ganji last week in terms of a dual threat guy?
The second half of the game was really happy in a lot of ways. They played much better, but the way they fought to get back in that game shows a lot of growth from what they've been. So I think that's been a good thing. Obviously, you can't dig a hole that early, but the way they fought and played and improved as the game went along was really good to see. We got to come out fast against Arizona. We won't be able to dig that kind of hole against them.
Jonathan said that he asked Tibesar, did you guys make some adjustments to kind of get – what did you see happening, Trent, just in terms of how the game started, but how you were able to finish?
They just did their job. I mean, that's kind of what we've been preaching all day. If they just do their job and do their responsibility and know where they're supposed to be, they'll have success. And that's what we did in the second half. There weren't a ton of adjustments made, right? We went over things that we made mistakes. They made them on the field, which was good, and they played much better because they just did their responsibility. It was that simple.
Most teams probably would have buried their head, though, to be honest with you, when they were down that much.
Yeah.
I mean, what's different about this group? Did you say anything in particular to your group to kind of make them not go ostrich on it?
No, I think that's just what we've been working on since Coach Smith got here and we got here, was just changing the culture and the belief that you can come back and win, and the belief that if you just keep working, keep fighting, and keep swinging, that things will happen in your way. Eventually that ball is going to turn in your favor.
Coach Tibesar said, you guys are still continuing just trying to work on fundamentals and just continually get better. How tough is it to stay fundamentally sound when in the second half when you get tired and you still have a guy like Khalil Tate that can just force you to play not smart football with how quick and adaptable he is out there?
That's where we got to do a good job of rotating guys and keeping guys fresh so they're not as worn out. And then that's the discipline of it, and that's what's got to separate us from other people, is our willingness to be disciplined when we're tired, disciplined late in the game.
In those tough moments where you guys go down or plays don't go your way, do you have a player who steps up more than others on the field, vocally?
The guy that's been impressive that way that you don't expect is Isaiah Tufunga, as a freshman, to really not bat an eye. I mean, especially he started against Ohio State and it didn't flinch against probably one of the best teams in the country, and he's been a pleasant surprise that way. But there's been a lot. There's been older guys, Jalen Moore and Anjay, Hughes Murray, guys that come to mind that step up in those times.